Hello and welcome to mshope.com, a free resource of information for people affected by MS. I have created this new video to address why I believe the MS Society of Canada needs major change to better help people like me and others with multiple sclerosis. As many of you will know, the MS Society of Canada recently threatened legal action against me over the design of a logo I was using on this site and in the videos I created to share with you my journey with MS and the strategies that I've used to remain symptom-free for over 20 years. Although this was alarming, I changed the logo to avoid what could be a stressful, time-consuming, and expensive lawsuit. They also asked me to make it clear on my website that I had no affiliation with the MS Society of Canada in writing. My friends, this experience has bothered me deeply, but I'm proud to say that I will have no affiliation with the MS Society of Canada until major changes are made. This country has thousands of generous and giving donors to the MS Society of Canada. They give with the hope that their money will be used to help people with MS and to find a cure. I do not believe people give to the MS Society of Canada to hire expensive lawyers to threaten people with MS. And upon further research, I think Canadians should be aware of how their donations are actually being spent by the MS Society of Canada. By simply accessing their registered charity information returns on the Canadian Revenue Agency website, which is publicly available, we can take a closer look. From 2010 to 2013, the MS Society of Canada had a total revenue of about $211 million. That's almost $250 million. Of that money, $76 million were spent on salaries for the employees of the MS Society of Canada, $86 million were spent on fundraising expenses, and $32 million was spent on research to find a cure for MS. So, to be clear, my math indicates that of every dollar donated to the MS Society of Canada from 2010 to 2013, 36 cents went to pay for salaries, 41 cents of that dollar went to fundraising activities, and only 16 cents was spent on research. That's right, only 16 cents for every dollar went to research. This may explain why in 2014, Money Sense magazine gave the MS Society of Canada a D rating in charity and fundraising efficiency in the review of major Canadian charities. What's worse, between 2010 and 2013, the amount of money the MS Society spent on research declined from about $9 million to $7 million. This is an almost 25% reduction in research investment. The MS Society of Canada keeps telling us that they want to end MS, yet they keep spending less and less on research each year. Meanwhile, the salary spending continues to increase. Again, nearly 75% of the money donated to the MS Society of Canada is spent on generous salaries and fun-filled fundraising events that many people with MS cannot even participate in. And how much of the millions of dollars in fundraising expenses is spent flying MS Society executives to golf tournaments? These numbers bother me, and I hope they bother you. This is the MS Society of Canada. This is a society that was created for people with MS, to defend us, to represent us, and to find us a cure. And given that only 16% of their revenues are spent on researching a cure for MS, I question who this society is truly for. It is clear to me the MS Society of Canada has lost its way. It has been transformed from a client-centered organization into a money-driven, lawsuit-threatening, fast food-promoting organization, which in my opinion is completely out of touch with the best interests of persons with MS. Major change is needed to bring the society back to why it was created in the first place. A good start would be an immediate restructure of all the high-paid senior executives who have taken the society so far off course. Another much-needed change is to cut all ties with medical professionals who receive money from drug companies. I understand that I am suggesting a major overhaul of the MS Society of Canada, but I believe it needs to be done before I can affiliate myself with them and for the sake of those with MS. Until this occurs, I will continue to share my story and the strategies that will not be found on the MS Society of Canada's webpage. I will only affiliate myself with hope. This is a different way. This is MS Hope.